Dan, thank you. Right now to the morning's top stories, the annual party that's underway in Oxford. Miami University and the students there are celebrating what they refer to as Green Beer Day.
Miami's trying to control the celebration, though, this year after a recent spike in underage drinking arrests, cases of alcohol poisoning, one of which was deadly. 9 on your side's Allie Kramer's live in Oxford. And Allie, what's the crowd like so far?
Well, Catherine, crowds of students, they're already tucked inside those bars drinking. The crowd that we're watching right now are the law enforcement officers that are already here. They are from 5 agencies: Miami University, of course, Campus Police, Oxford Police, Butler County Sheriff's deputies, the Ohio State Patrol, even the Hamilton Police OVI Task Force. And right now they're being briefed because they are actually setting up a sobriety checkpoint. And this is going to be happening starting at 7 o'clock this morning. This certainly is something new this year. Now take a look real quick at this video. This is of the opening of the Brick Street Bar here on campus about 5:30 this morning. Hundreds of students we're talking about waiting in the frigid cold to get inside. The University and Oxford Police, they were asking bars to require 2 forms of ID to prevent underage students from drinking, but that shifts some of that drinking in the bars actually to house parties and fraternity houses. New this year also, the university says the Interfraternity Council agreed not to serve hard liquor at their parties today. It's unclear how they'll actually police that other than those fraternities simply giving their word. Now, as the day goes on, the university wants to reiterate that students have to be watching out for other students.
So several years ago, Miami instituted a Good Samaritan policy so that if a student saw a friend in physical or health-related danger because of over drinking, they should not be afraid to call 911 and get their friend to the hospital for medical help. And if they do that, they would not face judicial sanctions themselves because they were acting in a Good Samaritan manner.
Now, again, we're looking live at 24 law enforcement officials that are right here gathered just off of the main street here. And what we're kind of maybe gathering is that there's 2 different groups. It looks like there is a group of officers and deputies that are going to be working on the sobriety checkpoint. And then it looks like there's a number of them that are going to be walking the streets of campus. We've seen student groups, faith-based organizations handing out free coffee, water to students, trying to feed them breakfast before they head out into those bars. So there's certainly those efforts underway as well. Nothing to report as far as any arrests or criminal activity right now this morning, but it's something that we're going to be watching really throughout the entire day for you. Chris?
Allie, I'm interested, while we have you here, I have a quick question. We've heard from the police chief up there. We've heard from, obviously, other individuals from the campus. Have you talked to students? Are the students taking this as serious as the university is?
Chris, not at all. Actually, the students that we've kind of come in contact with are rude, fairly vulgar this morning, because we want to interview those students and we want their take on, have they heard from the university, things like that. And I haven't found a single student yet that I think is competent enough for an interview. So